What's up, everybody? Welcome back to this Thursday evening to Rare Air Live Productions, right here with another episode of Strong Therapy for you this week. So, with no further ado, I'm going to kick it over to Carolyn and Brian, see how you guys' week is going.
Hey, Chris.
How you guys doing?
So, hello, everybody out there in YouTube world and Facebook world.
Yeah, we had a little blackout this week. That was creepy.
Yeah, Facebook blackout. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the Instagram and Facebook and all that went out.
Yeah, it was kind of wonderful because people did what? They did other things other than looking at their Instagram, their Facebook, all that bullshit. Our week this week has been, eventful. Our daughter, Cicely, sprained her ankle. Took her to get checked out. Thank God it didn't break. I had a lump in my breast. Truth. Got that checked out. It's all clear.
I had a lump in my pants.
Yeah, I took care of that too. So, you know, Carolyn does everything. Lump in her breast, mammogram.
I am.
Yeah, so that was a little scary for a moment. So ladies, go get your tits checked.
Yes, please.
If you feel anything, go get it checked.
I'm available at number 518.
Chris, you should have did the TV one where they went 555-7842. You know, in all the movies, the phone numbers were.
Yeah, everything's 555 in Hollywood.
Yes. Yeah. And I thought it was just. Anyways, so we have an awesome guest. I am so excited.
Yes.
His name is Pat Dixon. Some of you should know who he is. He's the host of Crime Report on Thursdays, 8 p.m. and Eastern Time and 4 p.m.
Very funny man.
Yes. He's also host of TBD on Mondays, 2:30 p.m. on Compound Media. He's a great comedian and also a journalist. We'd like to welcome him, and thanks for coming, Pat.
Thanks for having me. My pleasure to be here. Yeah. A journalist, that's a funny one. Yeah. I'm a fake journalist, but
No, you give in good, great information as far as that's concerned. And you always carry a newspaper, so it makes it look good.
That's where it all comes from, though. You know, no independent reporting, you know. It's just all commentary.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So recently, you know, in the news with, you know, I guess I should do the intro, huh? I'm a fucking idiot.
No,
anyway, so as far as this week is concerned, the reason. But I'm very interested in true crime and all that good stuff. I'm kind of one of those ladies that are a little nutty.
She's just planning to kill me is what it is and get away with it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, you see all the things that where you might go wrong on all the TV shows, you know, when it comes to true crime. You know, all the mistakes you're not supposed to make.
Pretty much, Pat. I know how to hide a body. I know all the ins and outs. And
I'll have a lawyer, please.
I have that family on this side that, you know, they just go like this, and I just have to make a call. Uncle Tony, I have a problem. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. You
don't have to know anything beyond that, you know. Just you've got a service there at your disposal.
Well, I'm kind of scared, Pat, that it's going to be one of those days where I just kind of freak out, and then there's going to be a lot of blood. So I'll still have to call Uncle Tony to like clean it up, make sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, you are technically my person that I know, not personally, but that I know that I feel like is a true crime kind of guy.
A crime connoisseur.
Yes.
You know.
So this week's article that I wanted to talk about, of course, has been in the news a lot, is about Gabby Petito's case. I think that's how you pronounce her name.
Oh, boy.
And I don't know if you saw this today, but plane flies over Brian Landry's home in Florida with Justice for Gabby banner. So people are like going out on a limb to like attack, to me, the parents, which, how do you feel about the parents' involvement in all this?
Gee, I don't know. Seems like, I don't think they've broken the law or anything like that. And it's not really like they really have any influence over the situation. If she's dead, she's dead. And, if they help their son get an attorney, or, that's fine. But, oh, look at that.
I guess they didn't clear the ad for me.
That's the best flag ever.
And to think they
I planned that, just so you know. Just
It's got nice
just for
assets.
passing.
well, I wanted to give you guys some eye candy too.
So normally I skip the ad.
I don't know. That catalog stuff doesn't do much for me, but
Maybe back in the 80s.
Yeah, Justice for Gabby.
And there
TikTok
actually was a
time
lady
club.
out there with what are those big microphones?
A megaphone?
She was out there with a megaphone.
Now, what's it cause to be that spiteful? I wonder. I mean, like, I doubt that it's her family that's doing this. So it's got to be just some people that are following the story, like everybody else.
Right.
Who knows if they know what the fuck's going on? I mean, the guy's not proven guilty yet. So I mean, they do still have an innocent until proven guilty thing. Although he did use our card, right?
Yeah, and I think that people forget that innocent until proven guilty.
Well, it's the speed of information now. It's like, you're guilty until proven innocent now with the speed of information.
Well, they haven't even released her autopsy yet.
No.
Which is interesting to me as far as the media is concerned. Do you agree, or do you think that I'm just on the wrong road there?
I don't know why they haven't released it, but I think it's a homicide. That's been determined, right? But that doesn't mean anything. People think it means something. It just means she didn't die of natural causes or suicide, I guess. So it's a homicide. Okay, somebody caused her death. Some unusual. I mean, they really don't know. I mean, any more than we do. I would assume these people with the plane, and justice for her. Nobody knows where Brian Landry is, right?
Mm-mm.
Right.
No,
Except him. He doesn't seem to me like he's going to be quite as, slippery as Eric Rudolph was for 5 years up in the Appalachian wilderness. I mean, he doesn't quite seem that handy to me. He could barely handle this girl who, I don't know how you feel about the body cam footage. I was going, man, better him than me. I would hate to be in a van with that female
And
for that
plan
amount of time.
and plan it. I love him, this man right here, but I couldn't. I mean, the most we can do in a van, well, we can do a lot in a van, but like traveling is what we went 12 hours, 13 hours
Oh, yeah.
to like back and forth from like Florida with the kids. I couldn't plan our whole life just being stuck in a, traveling. I still like the luxuries of a fucking plane and
Were
getting
they
there.
living out of the van?
That was the goal.
Oh,
they were
God.
going to be living and traveling in a van together, and they were YouTubers.
She didn't seem stable, though. There was a thing where the police pulled him over, and she was crying, and
That's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But then as far as that's concerned, Pat, Brian just told me, we were watching football last night, and I don't know how it came up, but it came up that I was crazy. And what was what was the quote that you said last night?
I'm trying to remember who said it. It was some comedian who said one person has to be boring and the other person has to be crazy. Now, the level of boringness and crazy probably can
Counteract each
differ
other
a little bit.
So I laughed and I said, well, I don't think you're boring. I said, but I know I am crazy.
I'm about
Yeah.
as boring as she is crazy. Let's just say that.
Yeah. You get the crazier she gets, the more boring you become, right?
And at
It's
this point, I'm
relative.
basically a slug on the couch.
That's like a couple does that. You try to get together and create a temperature of water that's comfortable for both of you, right?
Oh, that doesn't work. He likes cold water.
I'm gonna
My
start
brain's
talking
like
in-
a
I'm gonna-
ADHD problem.
If I get any fatter, I'm gonna start talking Java.
Yeah.
You got Chuda.
Yeah, I just she seemed a little off kilter, but when I think of what Brian said, that crazy and that boringness or being boring, that's what made me think of it today. Because is he boring? Because now if he murdered her, he's crazy too.
Yeah.
So they weren't perfect
That's the
for each
problem.
other.
They're both crazy.
You don't have to be that crazy to murder someone, though. Like, it could just be the wrong day. Like, I guarantee she did not deserve to get killed, but there is no way that she is not culpable in her own death. No way. She had to do some crazy shit. You don't just kill someone. It's like a hard thing to get out of. You know what I mean? It's not like shoplifting or something.
Yeah, I tend to agree. It sounds bad to say, but I mean, like, she seemed like a head case and crazy in that way where she's got it all focused on him, like she was like, I just get in these moods. I get so mad. I get so frustrated, and I had to apologize to him, and I hit him first, and he locked me out of the van, or he whatever it was, he wouldn't. He said she was complaining because he said he wanted to take a minute, take a breather. It's one of those situations where I'm not sure I heard her say this, but like, why'd you hit him? They asked her, and she's like, because he wouldn't stop telling me to calm down. Yeah. So it's a bad mix, and they've only been together about a year and a half.
Yeah, and engaged. I mean, I'm sorry. I do believe in long. If you're going to get married, I believe in long engagements. If you have the time, if you're older, like 60s, 70s, I understand that time is short, and you might go a little faster. But
how to get that woman's money.
Yeah, exactly. But like me and Brian were engaged a year, but we were together 3 years. And
yeah, maybe a long build up to being engaged is the way to go. Maybe
instead of a year and a half and then you're already engaged and jumping in a fucking van together when you don't even know if you like the same toothpaste. Seriously.
I would love to see an Any Which Way Loose a camera view of just the fist coming from her. Calm down.
By the way, everybody, on HBO Max right now, that movie is on there.
Every Which Way But Loose is on?
Yes, it's on HBO Max.
I see. I'm in a technological pickle right now because everything. If you sign out of Google or change your password or something like that, it apparently throws the world off kilter.
Yeah.
And you gotta. Oh my God, everything's got to be re-signed in and everything. So
You got to send
I'm
a
having
blood sample.
frustrating moments. Yeah.
Yeah, this month, completely off subject, but it was great. This month is a Clint Eastwood month. So it has all kinds of his old stuff and movies he's done. But as I was going through it, I actually saw that and saved it because our kids need to see it completely. So I saved that so we can have a movie night and show the kids because they're gonna love the monkeys. Like I remember being a kid. And
Yeah, we don't show them
movies
like Gandhi and
Chariots of Fire.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Any Which Way But Loose.
Yeah, they'll laugh their ass off.
That's a great movie. It's the great thing about Every Which Way But Loose is then when they make the sequel, Any Which Way You Can, there's really no chance it's going to be a dip in quality.
And I love the fucking grandma. Oh my God, the grandma.
Yeah, Ruth Gordon.
Yes. Oh my God. I remember being little and just thinking how amazing she was.
She was kissing that orangutan and shooting things and screaming.
I thought when I grow up, I want to be just like her, Pat.
That's funny because I found her, and this is appreciation of your being a fan, and everything. I thought she was disgusting. I was just like, that lady with her swearing, goddamn monk apes. And all the others. I thought she was.
And I cussed like that.
Goddamn Clyde. She was in
You might have been my idol.
Rosemary's Baby. You ever see her in Rosemary's Baby? That'll creep you out.
Yeah, that movie. And I was raised Catholic, so that movie really, I don't like any kind of, I did watch that one because I was older and I knew older movies aren't as scary, but.
What's wrong with his balls? His balls!
and I watched it and it freaked me out. And yes, she was scary in that, but I can't.
About a chocolate mousse, she kept calling it a chocolate mouse. What the fuck is wrong with you? Chocolate mousse. I brought a chocolate mouse.
Of course you did.
Weirdo.
Yeah, but at some
in hell.
You know what I love though? At some point, bakeries started leaning into people's idiocy and making their chocolate mousses in the shape of mice. Have you seen these?
That further complicates the whole issue, doesn't it?
Mice.
Oh no.
I love chocolate mice.
Well, it goes with the theme of Halloween. I mean, if I got one of those for my little girls and put it on the plate, they would be terrified. I'd be like, Happy Halloween. Yeah.
I pass on the mice.
Yeah. So we also have one other relationship
Segway.
smash up. And this article is honestly... Have you ever heard of breadcrumbing, Pat?
I think I understand the concept just from context, but I don't know if I've heard of breadcrumbing.
Okay, so excuse me. The definition, according to Campbell, which is in this article, breadcrumbing is leading someone on romantically using online or electronic forums. Think social media and texting to keep someone's interest in you, even if you never intend to become romantically involved with them. It's eventually an emotionally manipulative tactic designed to make someone depend on you or vice versa. Breadcrumbing is an act of sending out flirtatious but not committal social signals, i.e. breadcrumbs, in order to lure romantic partners in without expending much efforts. In other words, it's leading someone on. So kind of like catfishes. Catfishes, is that how you say it? Catfishing too. So have you ever been a breadcrumber, or have you been breadcrumbed?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of. Jesus, it's making me think of meatloaf. Yeah. All the breadcrumbs are baked in.
And anything that says meatloaf, then I think of meatballs,
green peppers, onion.
Yeah, let's just break for lunch.
I think we're hungry.
But I mean, at what point does it become leading somebody on? You know, I mean, like, unless you just have no intention of ever. I mean, even if there's light communications that I had with people when I was single, I got a girlfriend here, so I don't ever breadcrumb in that situation.
Right.
So, you know, it's not really foremost in my mind, but what's the difference between breadcrumbing and just like being, you know, like if you have light interest in somebody, then like, they have light interest in you, you know, they figure it out.
I think what the difference is it's saying that you never intend to make it go any further.
Oh, okay.
So
that's just being friendly.
No, but if you're being flirtatious to the point where you make the other person think that something could evolve from it.
I think the difference here, though, too, is there's like, it's kind of what we in the sales world would call cat stringing, which means you're not fully like going all in on it, but you're also not just ghosting and walking away. You're trying to give them just enough to make them think that there's like a thread of something there happening. I think that's what they're referring to here. It's breadcrumbing's like where you never just fuck off, but nor do you say yes to hang out. It's like you drop a hey, how you doing every 2 weeks or something.
It also says the red flags. It says you are less invested in getting together than you are. So breadcrumbers make plans with you, but cancel or don't show up, and they seem too busy for you.
Well, if you get stood up a couple of times and you're still in it, like, yeah, but she was flirty the other day. I mean, oh, where were you? Yeah, I mean, people don't have always a realistic idea of who it is that might like them or not like them. You know, that show where the autistic people, Tard Love, I don't know what it's called, but they have this, like, one guy, he's telling his, he's like, I got to call her and tell her I just want to be friends. Oh my God, this is hey, okay. And it's a real difficult conversation. He's like, that went well, because she's just like, all right, okay, all right, great. Because the guy had been canceling plans, or she had been canceling plans on him for like a month and avoiding getting together. And he still had this, good-natured autistic tendency, to be like, I want to break it to her gently, It's sometimes I wish I was retarded like that, I mean, like, because it seems like you're less judgmental and less cynical, but then again, it leaves you open to being exploited, I suppose. I've never done any of this, but I have had women tell me that I have a kind of emotional availability, like that makes just dating, like if I'm just dating them, then they act like I led them on, like we're falling in love and all of that shit. Even if I say like I'm not into a relationship at all, I found that right up front, women often, at least when I was dating them, they would say like, "Oh no, I don't want a relationship at all. No. I'm not even looking for that, And so we agree on that, but then later on they act as if I lied to them.
Yeah, I will agree with that. True story.
I'll change his mind.
When me and Brian first started talking, he had a friend, his friend. And I asked him if he had a girlfriend or anything. He was like, no, I have a friend. And I was like, well, you need to, if we're going to meet and have a date, because I'm looking for a relationship at this point, you need to break it off with your friend. And he was like, oh, she'll be fine. I said, she probably won't be. And he was like, well, she understands we're just friends. And I said, girls don't think that way. And he was like, what? And I was like, even if she said, and I'm saying most girls, I mean, there's girls out there that are okay with the friend relationship, but most girls in our warped minds, we think that eventually that person that we're going after will fall in love with us and we'll have the happily ever after, which is ignorant, but I'm not going to lie. I've thought that in the past, had friends and thought something would happen. And when he called me the next day, what happened with her?
Told her it was, over.
And do you remember that she got upset? Or?
Well, she was a little.
He doesn't like talking about, but she was upset. He said you were right. She was like upset. She was, and then
I
just felt like a dick.
But
it's funny though. We feel like a dick, and I felt like they try to make you feel like a dick. That's the idea. You're supposed to feel like a dick, but everything was up front on the table. Everything was said, and there's two kinds of truth. The intellectual truth and the emotional truth, and women tune into whichever one suits them at the moment, and they're unhappy when you are not going to fuck them anymore. So they express anger at you. I mean, it's
physical.
Yeah, boiling the rabbit and all that stuff. Yeah,
yeah, that movie scared me too.
Their face.
And the reasoning for all this craziness of breadcrumbing is what, Brian?
The reason?
The reasoning.
Oh, the reasoning. I'm sorry. According to Campbell, people engage in breadcrumbing because their self-esteem is impacted by how much attention they can secure from others. Although the exact reasons for the behavior vary, there are a few psychological patterns she points to as to why people do it. They feel better about themselves. The more interest from others they maintain, the better they feel about themselves, she explains. Well, it's nice to be wanted.
And I think that's why a lot of men send out dick pics, because they want someone to want their dick a lot. You know,
I've never sent out a dick pic.
Yeah, but there's a lot of. You've been married through this whole social media thing. So I mean.
Well, there was still the 90s.
You've never done that, Pat?
What, send out dick pics?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've sent out a ton of dick pics.
You and Gino Visconti, right? Sitting together in the green room with your dicks out.
That's great.
No. Carolyn, you're underestimating Brian. He used to send them out analog. He used to print them at the store, place them in an envelope like with a birthday card.
You got mail. You've
been sending them since they were dick letters.
They would take 10 minutes to download or upload or whatever, and the girl's like watching every little pixel as it's
the longer the
better.
better.
A day and a half to come in the mail. Yeah. It's like,
she takes it out as a charcoal drawing.
Shock if it comes in one line at a time like that on your dot matrix printer. Right? Like, what is this going to be?
Yeah, it looks like 90s for you.
I'm thinking about if he would have, because he didn't send me a dick pic, but if he would have, back then it would have said, "You've got mail."
See, in the 90s, you had to like start down.
MALE.
Go watch an episode of Friends or Seinfeld, then come back and you got a full picture when it's done.
Oh God.
You'd be downloading it 3.4.
Yeah. Seinfeld had a home line and shit.
Yeah, when I was 13.
Hello.
Like, if you wanted to jerk off back in those days, you had to really be sure of the image you were clicking on. You're like, this is the one, because I'm going to have to wait 22 minutes for it to fucking render in this computer.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, this has to be the one. Yeah. There's no fucking changing it.
And I couldn't, the only person in our family that had a computer that was, like, really advanced in my family was my sister, Tina. So her computer, the only one, was out in the living room, so you couldn't watch any porn. Like, and it was, like... late at night, I'd be like looking around, like to see something, or look at something that I don't know. Asian.
She was looking for hammers.
No, I don't even think I was. Just whatever. And I just remember looking around.
She has a big ball fetish.
Hairy balls. He's so gross. No, I did not.
Oh, I thought you meant she had like a numb clit. She had to just like hammer.
That's better. Yeah, I was in there going, "Oh, you are."
I can only get off with a bruised cervix.
Oh.
What do you do for a living? I'm a carpenter. Hey now.
Anyway.
Let me see your belt, big boy.
So
I thought that women though, like, excuse me, but I thought they like to read the porn more than look at it. Women will read something sexy and it gets them all kind of. To me, that's like. I don't get that at all.
I will agree that I enjoy reading like a romance novel. I don't do it often.
Erotic novel.
But I think I'm a little different than most women because, I did sneak and watch, what is that, Girls of Wrestling, and thought, ooh, they're scandalous outfits. Like, I stayed up late and watched that.
You're talking about what was it called? Wild, the Girls of Wrestling in the 80s?
Yeah. I thought they're
you said that like it was like the latest thing.
I know.
Girls of
Wrestling. And they wore, not like it is today, but they wore all these outfits. So I thought that was naughty when I was a kid. And then,
that was a good masturbation show.
Then Skinamax.
Well, what's weird about that is that I actually used to read Girls of Wrestling. So, I mean, I guess we kind of switched.
That's what it was. It was Glow.
Oh, Glow. Gorgeous ladies around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, Skinamax would come up and it'd be scrambled. And I'd kind of be trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And my parents would go to bed because they were older at like 6 o'clock. So I had the whole evening to try to figure out what this was. And I was like doing that. I think I'm a little bit different. And then when
I think I saw a cock.
Well, I don't even know if that's what, but I also, when I watch porn or we watched porn together, his type of porn and my type of porn, mine more has one of those stupid storylines. His is like, whatever.
Mine's more of a gonzo kind of style.
Bang bus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Max Hardcore.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Be scared of
well,
that
yeah.
guy.
Somehow we've segued to Michael Gavinelli's show.
Yeah. Well.
That fucking retard tried to book me for months before I even knew he was actually retarded. I felt bad then for not treating him that way.
Poor guy's
But
definitely on the scale.
He kept booking me, and then he would go like, something personal came up, and I'm like, well, today's Thursday. I'm booked next Wednesday. Something personal came up. Just tell me you got somebody better. You know?
We've had a number of like porn stars cancel because they'll say the publicist is like saying that he's emailing and harassing too much, and I go, well, how often are you doing it? Like, twice a week, 3 times? He goes, like, about twice a day. I'm like, no, sir. You can't do that shit. I'm like, you gotta let me you gotta let me write the emails from now on. I think I can handle that. I don't mind doing
You should let me read the DM chain here between me and Michael Gavinelli.
It's that's entertainment all in its all.
It's ridiculous. Let me see if it's here still.
I didn't mean to digress you guys so far left.
No, this is interesting.
No.
Remember, we are, even though we have this podcast, we are still followers of Compound Media, so we know what the hell some things are going on.
So you're a big fan of Gino Spaganti as well?
Yes.
Yeah, spaghetti.
All right, so you guys want to hear this?
Yeah.
Okay, March 11th. Are you available next week to be interviewed? Yep, I am, I replied that day. And he writes back, he wrote me the first email at 10:26. Okay? Are you available next week? Yep. I said like 2:16. He answers me back at 2:16. There are scheduling conflicts. I'm pushing it back until April if that's fine. I said, yeah, man, whenever you're ready.
That one was legitimate, I think. Back when we started the show, he had a couple weeks where we didn't do a program.
Yeah, but I didn't respond until May.
Mm-hmm.
May 5th. I'm like, yeah, whenever you're ready, Then he says, are you available to be a guest at May 19th? This is like 2 weeks after that one. Are you available to be a guest on my show Wednesday, July 21st? It's May. He's looking me for July 21st. I could tell it was a quick reply here, but I gave him because I wrote yeeg, meaning yeah, I guess. He says, sounds good. All right, so July 16th. Hey, Pat, it's Michael Lee from the Michael Gavinelli Show. Are we on for Wednesday, July 21st? We record at 7:30. Okay, I respond a couple days later. Yeah, sounds good. What do I need to do? Is it a Zoom link or what? He responds the next day. I'm not able to interview you this Wednesday. Something personal came up. Let's do next Wednesday after Kevin Dombrowski. So that's
that was
twice.
That was going to film. What he meant by that was we were going to film 2 episodes in a day. I guess that's what he meant by that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he booked me in May for July 21st. And then he's like, yeah, I can't do it. Something personal came up a few days from now. Okay, so then he goes, hey, July 19th, hey, it's Michael Lee. Is next Thursday good, like around 9:30? I said, and then he said, I need your email address. I don't know if you're available next Thursday around 9:30 to be interviewed. And I said, sent him the email address, and I said, sure, man, whatever. Okay. And then he says, I deleted your email address. The very next thing, he goes, okay. Then the very next thing, I deleted your email address. Could you send it again?
Oh, Michael.
I said, you got to be fucking with me. Okay. And I sent it to him again. Thanks. It's in my notes. And then on the 28th, he emails me again. Are you available to be a guest around 8:15? And I said, last I heard it was Thursday at 9:30. I'm like, all right. And he's like, we do it another time. I mean, sure. August 4th. Hey, it's Michael Lee from the Michael Gavinelli Show. My guest canceled this morning. Are you available to do the show tonight? It's 1:25 in the afternoon. I mean, it's Is it me?
You got to come on eventually just to have it out over this.
Jesus Christ. I already burned the bridge, though, Chris.
No. You know why I know you haven't.
Happened after that.
You want to, Pat? Unless you've done it in the last 6 days, you haven't. Because last Wednesday I was requested to see if you could fill in for a guest that canceled that day. I didn't even get a hold of you that day. It was too short a notice. I wasn't going to do that to you. But the thing was,
I wouldn't have minded if it wasn't for the canceling something that was 3 months out.
I'll put it this way: if it's me doing it with you, you can count on it happening. I'll put it that way for now. Yeah.
All right.
I think after reading that, I'm going to have to book his guests from now on. I'll be happy to write the emails. I'll be like, here's.
I said,
go ahead.
I said, dude, it's fairly clear you don't want to have me on the show. I mean, you seem to manage to book people and have them on. They're just not ever me. I said, it's totally fine. I'm not offended, but you just don't have to keep reaching out. My guest canceled on Wednesday. I was looking for someone to replace her. It was last minute on Wednesday.
Oh.
And then I went through the whole thing. And you just said things got screwed up. I mean, I don't know what to say. I apologize.
Yeah, in his defense, he like I've noticed, like when he'll talk to people, he communicates with them way better than in email form. For whatever reason, the written doesn't come out. I'm actually surprised it got that far. But I'm
just heard that he's writing these porn stars twice a day, and he only writes me every 2 months.
Yeah, he likes his porn stars.
Pat, you're cute, but you don't quite have the cleavage. You know what I mean?
I mean, he did make it as Chrissy's porn king originally.
He really knew some stuff about some porn. I thought I did. That guy blew it out of the water.
Oh, he knows his stuff. He could have like a debate on it or something, like a real.
It seems like really fine, this guy knows a lot about porn, but like that means he has spent so much time to whack it off.
That he can't, he's illiterate. He can't write an email. Well, think about it.
When would he learn anything?
So much he can't write a normal email.
I don't know.
He can't read and jack at the same time.
No.
Let me write somebody here.
The best I can do is stare and jack.
Is what? Stare?
The best I can do is stare and jack. I can't read shit.
Can you do a standing jack? I can't do a standing jack.
That's a tough one.
I can do a standing screw.
Now, can you guys do a standing screw well?
Yeah.
And come?
Standing screw,
yeah. Look at Pat. Pat's like...
Jack off in a stairwell? What'd you say? That I can do.
Like standing screw, like wherever she is and you're standing, and then you come. Like, I always notice that men's legs shake and stuff like that. So I always get nervous that they're going to lose their footing right at the best moment.
Talking about me.
Not so much that they're uncomfortable and it's hell basically to do this.
She just outed the reason for Brian's knee injury 2 years ago.
Yeah. Hey, happened to Joe Namath.
It's like,
oh God.
It's really a height thing. That's all it is. It's a height. If your height matches appropriate, and I don't know what it's. My last wife was 6'2". God, my most recent wife. I hope my last wife. Yeah, she's 6'2", and I'm not going to jump up into it. You know what I mean? So
I would recommend.
Pat would take off his clothes, and then some third party in the background would go, "Climber ready."
Yeah. What do I look like, LeBron?
I want to see you in that. I want to see you dunk now, because you are, well, everybody's taller than me, but when I met you, I was thinking, God, he's taller than I thought. Kind of like when you meet someone that you see on TV or whatever, it's like you have this preconceived notion, but I could see you.
Yeah, they're like this big, right? It's just
pretty much.
On my phone, you're so small. 6'2" is too tall. It's like fucking a couch.
I once dated a girl that was almost my height. It was very hard.
I tried to dunk now.
Yeah.
My hamstring.
Brian, he gets out of breath walking from the fridge to the couch.
No.
I tore a muscle in bed. I'll defend Brian. This one, I tore a muscle in bed once. Shit hurt.
What was it? Which muscle of hers was it? Was it her rectum or her? Is that a muscle?
It was her tongue. She got a little sassy.
You ripped it out. I had to tear her tongue. And you want to talk about bed injuries? I fucking this girl I got younger than me, 14 years. And
I thought you were gonna say she was 14. I was gonna be like, this. Never mind. Go ahead.
Pat's like, next on the crime report, my deposition.
Yeah,
my arraignment.
Well, this is not a grand jury, and I'm not under oath. So she's 14 years younger than me. But like, man, so I was very excited, to be involved. You know what I mean? Like, and she seemed to be down with it. We and I was fucking this girl for a while, and I got back pain that I've never experienced before. And it was Bob Levy who told me, he said, your hip's out of joint. Yes, sir, your hip's out. You need to go to the doctor. You need to go to a doctor. I fucked her until I needed a chiropractor to pop me back into shape.
Yeah.
Because
I'm laughing because I picture that you're fucking. And Bob Levy just goes
with a cigarette.
Your hips popped out.
Your hips all messed up.
Yeah, he's not even shocked or anything. Look at your hip.
I mean, Brian did tell me he did got it blue cheese in the ass, so it wouldn't surprise me if he. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, Bob is the best. If it wasn't for Bob, I would not have known how bad it was. But it was all fucked up. I looked in the mirror later. It was like this right hip was like way the fuck out here, and I was like, I was becoming one of those fucking guys.
No, it's okay.
Whenever you see somebody on the street like that, they probably fucked their way there. That weird walk.
As I've gotten older, this last couple of years, I've had some problems with my back.
I was afraid I had a ball sucked out of socket once.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, like sucked up into your body?
No, she
sucked out.
She was
Jesus Christ.
sucking on my sack, and one of my balls went completely into her mouth, and it hurt real bad.
That is strong therapy.
I remember going, you can't do that again.
I got no sucking on the sack rule.
I'm with you, Pat. I don't care how many people think it looks good in the movies, but in the moving pictures.
I leave the hair on them just in case, just to discourage that sort of thing.
Yeah, too sensitive.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking with that.
I'm not a ball sucker. I'm more of a scratch the friends kind of girl. Like just scratch them a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Nicely.
Well, I thought we just heard a story.
That's not me. I didn't suck it out of socket.
Oh, I thought it was awfully personal to just be. She's sucking my sack.
We're pretty much an open book, but nope, that ball sucker wasn't me.
No, it wasn't her.
I might tongue.
So you guys met later in life.
Yeah, she's kind of.
I'm just a little maybe a little bit. But
that's all you're getting.
Yeah.
You don't want them sucked.
No, God, no. That hurts so bad.
No.
If a woman's like super eager to lick your balls, that's kind of fucking weird, though. Like, you feel like
to me, that's a little close to the anus area. And
what are you, a collie?
Yeah.
Christ.
Not my. No.
Not your cup of tea.
Too close to the butthole.
No.
Well,
unless he says like just stick a finger in there. He's never done that, but if he did, I probably would.
No, I don't think
I'd want to, but I'd go like just to see
discourage that kind of thing in the future, right? Yeah. I'm going in. I'm coming hard.
Oh.
I like a finger, but I like it in my dick hole.
Yes,
it's kind of like sounding.
I understand that. You just kind of just around the tip.
No, just right in the dick hole.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, just shoved in my dick hole. Are you? No, not really.
I don't know. There's some
stories
out there. I've seen some shit.
I saw one where a kid put a fucking cell phone charging USB cord up there. I mean, they showed the X-ray. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't,
Oh wow.
I don't know where these people.
That can't be an accident.
Oh
No.
no! Oh no! I don't even.
What's that? What's that?
That's not a C connection.
Maybe this will work.
USB-P.
What is the the piercing where it goes through
The
the
King
shaft?
Prince Albert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I don't see what that.
I'm a dumbass. I said King something. Prince Albert. Yeah, King.
Yeah. It's a King Edward. Yeah.
Winter is coming.
Dick hole's a very sensitive fucking place, obviously you're
I don't understand.
aware of
Well,
that.
I mean, as much as when you said the dick hole, I wasn't thinking like someone actually putting a whole finger. I was thinking more along the lines of like the dick hole and just touching it.
No, when you did that, it
opening
made my lungs contract when you did that. I'm like,
That's not the cancer, like me.
I don't can't deal with it. Can't do it.
It definitely makes you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a sensitive area, and but I know how to. Wow, forget it. I was about to say something stupid.
Stupid is fun though.
I'll let it go.
My
Anyway,
thing that
my
I
back
think
is much better.
My back is much better.
I'm glad to hear that. My funny thing is, I guess because me and Brian have been together so long, and I was so comfortable with him, I never like experimented with the penis or the cock or whatever. So my funny thing that I do is every once in a while I make it talk, and I'll just like go, "It's all right." And the first time
And then I
did,
go, sorry.
you should.
Yeah.
The first time I
It's
did
not
it,
all right.
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
I mean, it's all right.
she's touching
Is
it.
that you come and get him with one of these, just like
Exactly, and then
Come on the face.
hey, senor, perfect, exactly. Sometimes she has a wig. Her name's Senorita Carolina.
oh, you guys get spicy.
Yeah, then I get a mouth fucker.
Now, the other thing is, when you were talking about your back issues, I have back issues too. So we didn't have to.
This is no shit.
We bought one of those swings. And with
I had a feeling, no pun intended, I had a feeling you guys were swingers.
No, we're not. But
You're not swingers, but you just had, that's like a, I think of that as lifestyle sex.
no.
She gets
So
up on the
the-
swing.
I do. I'm a very open kind of a woman, but I don't share.
No,
No,
But you're open when you're in that swing, aren't you?
just watching her get into the swing is hilarious.
Fuck you.
You don't want to see that. Yeah.
I'm
You
just
walk
standing
in
like,
and- a lot of swearing, mumbling under her breath.
Wait,
get the ladder.
we had to have a ladder.
He's hanging upside down. You're like, oh shit, what went wrong?
She kind of had to fall into it.
Wait, and if I get hung, like I die, could you imagine the ambulance be like I'm
Oh,
all upside down? And they come in.
yeah, she's hung upstairs.
Oh,
I didn't do shit.
oh God.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you got to convince them that this wasn't a fucking accident. This was a pre-fucking accident. This was no fuck accident.
It was her idea.
Well, I've got to say,
How do those things work? I mean, like, I'm curious. How do they? You're in it.
the one we found adjusts
purple.
like 4 different areas, like different levels, kind of like a belt. But you repeat it.
It's got one anchor, and I made sure it was sturdy hook into one of the
Yeah.
rafters.
It
sure.
holds up to how much weight?
It holds up to 320 pounds.
So I'm okay
you could
with
get
that.
a real hog into that fucking seat if you wanted to.
If you got one of them that fat, yeah, you don't want to be fucking her. Anyways,
No.
320 pounds, and Jesus Christ. It's gonna
Any
knock
kind
you
of
over
rock
like a
and the
wrecking
beam
ball.
would have came down.
You can hold an offensive lineman.
They also so you can adjust it to where she's sitting up or she could be laying back. You can lift her up. It's just those belts. Actually, I'll probably at some point put the website where we got it from, the type, because it's reasonably priced. It was under like $150, and it's adjustable. The only thing
the only thing I gotta do is hold on to the 2 front ropes and just kind of do this a little bit.
We kind of laughed as it started.
That's pretty easy.
You have to be standing though, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild, but she just swings back and forth into you like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And also the other thing is that you got to make sure the measurement is correct for your placement, because guys can get critical. Road rash. Some kind
it's going to rip your dick off if you're not careful. Yeah.
Pitcher balls kind of hurt you. Yeah.
And when you guys get tired of it, you can just put it out on the front porch.
Pretty much. The girls will think it's cool. Be like, Mom, where'd you get this?
Yeah,
Wait.
they already saw it, and we had to say that.
Don't put that out there. Cut that out.
Oh, damn. This was sounding so fucking interesting. Shit.
I don't want people to know that they saw it at all. Seriously.
Yeah, well, she thought it was for her back. I was going to say we blamed it on her back. We said it was a back apparatus to help her with her back.
To help, like a chiropractor thing. Like,
and they're trying to believe anything you say.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, okay. You could have told them, this is a way we're looking for gold, and this is a setup. I don't know. Oh, good. No further questions.
Oh, see, I told you we're an open book. Just leave it in there.
We're all doing the same shit, pretty much.
My face is on fire right this minute because that.
Yeah, you can't do that just in the last second. We're an open book. Don't cut that out. You can't do that.
There's limits.
The kids walk into our room, and
I know
I didn't take it down fast enough. That's my bad.
Oh, you can take it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing's left is the very strong hook I put up there.
Anyways, I'm still like picturing the youngest is who saw it first. Mom, what is this? And I said, oh, it's for Mom's back, because I was freaking out. He was supposed to have taken it down already, and we walk in. And I went, oh, it's for Mom's back because, her hips hurt, and this is supposed to help stretch her out and like take the weight off her hips. And
seemed plausible.
And then she goes,
how did you explain the video camera pointed at it?
To make sure it was done properly.
Well, I told her it was for a podcast. And she then a couple days later, she asked if she could swing it, and I was like, no, nope, you can't. Like that's from the doctor's office.
Yeah, like what could possibly be the reason? Well, that's medical, and answer's no.
It's kind of like
it's kind of like a CPAP machine. You don't want to share it.
Yeah, exactly.
God. Fuck. Anyways, well, Pat, where can any of our followers or guests that come on and watch our show find you at? And is there any?
My address is okay. Yeah, you know what I'd like to talk about is I'm doing a show at Cos Cob Comedy Club on the 30th. I'm trying to tell people to come.
Okay.
I'm going to be shooting it. It's a shoot, and I think we're going to try and do some music afterwards or whatever. Felicia Gillespie's on there too. And that's happening. The 16th, Uncle Vinny's, looking forward to that. There in Jersey. And, but just find everything at, I want to talk about all the individual things, but just go to crimereport.nyc and there's information. You can find the podcast that I do there, the New York City Crime Report. I've been doing it since, 2011. So, the longest running New York based comedy crime podcast, as far as I'm aware.
It's really good. I enjoy it quite a bit.
Well, thank you.
Also, don't forget everybody to check him out on Compound Media. Subscriptions are 20% off. Get on that, and you can also see him on other stuff there. He's across the board. He's been on Let's Get Loud as a.
I really enjoy when you fill in to do the keyboards.
On Dave, right?
Yeah.
Eastside Dave. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm no Roy Harder, but I play a little bit.
It's like you add a different layer to the show, which is, I think it's really good.
Yeah. Roy's letting Dave do too much talking, But is Dave coming back in studio now? I guess we could ask that off the air.
I think he was in the last show. I think he was in studio. So yeah,
I might go up and see.
That'll bring it back, because even was it Bobo said that since when we talked to Bobo, he said that it just was weird with everyone not being in studio. It kind of changed the vibe. COVID has changed all kinds of vibe, but he even said that it just, things felt different.
Well, see, he didn't have that puppet right in front of him to fuck with him. And I'm sure it's a completely different vibe.
I like your vibe. Even Bobo noticed.
Exactly.
That's how much it changed.
See who contacts me, Bobo, Big A. They let me know some things. But anyways, thank you again for being on our show. And right now, I am going to call for Old Man. Old Man. Hi, how are you today?
Stomach's hurting.
Oh, what's been going on with your stomach?
Too much pudding. Yep.
Not any mouse? No?
I don't like mouse.
You don't?
I heard you like moose, though.
Yeah, chocolate mousse.
My dad used to do this. And I would go, "What are you doing, Dad?" And he'd go, "Jacking off my moose."
Oh, I do remember. I do remember Papa doing that. Well,
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Couldn't have company over.
Do you have a thing with getting your picture taken with mooses now? Do you say mooses? Mises?
Moose.
Moose.
Thank you.
You ever seen a moose's balls?
No, no.
I haven't either.
Good. Well, thank you for joining us this week on Strong Therapy. Brian and I hope you tune in next week. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, and share. And of course, look up Pat Dixon. He's a great guy if you haven't seen him before. He also comes to Indianapolis, Indiana, and he's all over the place. He's a great guy. Thanks for joining us. Have a great week.
Bye.
Thank you.